According to the Humane Society of the United States, approximately 2.7 million animals are euthanized in shelters every year. My name is Anna Davies. I'm the volunteer coordinator for Austin Pets Alive. I want to thank you all for coming, current members of the community. I know you're looking for a place to volunteer and give back, and I'm here to encourage you to volunteer at Austin Pets Alive. My purpose here today is to encourage you to volunteer at Austin Pets Alive. We'll discuss the history of euthanasia as well as how Austin Pets Alive was formed. We'll also discuss the structure of Austin Pets Alive and what exactly you'll be doing as a volunteer. And lastly, we'll discuss the advantages for animals and as the advantages that you will have as a volunteer for volunteering. One ground rule I'd like to stand clear is that please hold your questions until the end. We'll have a short Q&A session at the end of the presentation. So to begin, I'd like to discuss the old way of euthanizing animals. Typically, in the past, when animals were brought to a shelter, shelters took in what animals they could hold on to resource-wise as well as space-wise and euthanize the rest. According to the Humane Society of the United States, in 1970, 12 to 20 million animals were euthanized that year. That's a lot of animals that are euthanized, and luckily these numbers have decreased significantly. And today, actually, shelters care for about 6 to 8 million, but they euthanize only 3 to 4 million. This is still a big number, which we're not too happy about, but it's a big, substantial decrease than the 12 to 20 million. So in regards to Austin specifically, before APA formed, the city euthanized half of the animals that they brought into the shelter. This means that the Austin Animal Shelter, they euthanized half of these animals that they brought in. And Austin Pets Alive actually formed as a safety net for these 50% of animals. So the foundation of Austin Pets Alive is to stop this killing of these adoptable Austin pets and animals. As a result, we are the leading no-kill organization in Austin. Moving on to my next point, the structure of the organization. If you were to refer to your handout under special programs, I listed just a couple of our programs that we have. The Parvo Award is actually it's a program designed for puppies that have parvo, and they're typically their survival rates aren't very high, but we've made our own accommodations to suit them and hopefully try and build them back up to health. The neonatal nursery is for kittens that still need to be bottle fed. Again, like these animals, they typically wouldn't be held in a normal shelter, so we've accommodated and they're able to stay at ours. The dog behavior program, this is for dogs that aren't typically friendly around humans, they don't get along with other animals, and so we've kind of geared an organization or a program that's designed to help them become more people friendly. And the ringworm and feline leukemia category, these are for animals or for cats that either have ringworm or feline leukemia. So all these programs are for animals that when they were taken to a normal shelter, they would be euthanized almost in minutes. But we've made special accommodations to help these animals. So with my personal experience at the organization, I've helped out with the cats in the catteries and done things like clean the litter box, sweeping, dusting, just simple disinfecting, stuff like that. But the most important thing that I've done, or important for me, I guess, is just hanging out with the animals, playing with the cats, walking the dogs and stuff. Even if you only come for like 30 minutes to an hour a week, every amount of time that you spend with these animals really, really impacts their lives in a positive way. So now I'd likely to discuss some of the advantages for animals, basically just the benefits for volunteers. It's been a great experience for me personally. I felt way more connected with the animals, and honestly, it really just improves their quality of life having you be there. So it's a win-win both for you as well as the animals. And also the advantage of the no-kill. Obviously, it's an advantage to the animals. They're not being killed. Instead of being killed, they're taken to a shelter where they're given food and water, or they're taken to a foster home or even adopted. We have thousands of foster families, and this is really one of the keys to our successes. So in conclusion, today we discussed how Austin Pets Alive is a leader in the no-kill organization, or in the no-kill movement. We're the leading organization. And the volunteers are really the heartbeat of this movement. We would not be where we were today without our numerous volunteers. So every little thing you do, even if, like I said, even if it's just coming 30 minutes a week, they really do help these animals. And then also just mainly the benefits for volunteers. It really benefits you and it benefits the animals. So like I said, it's a win-win both for you and the animals. So in conclusion, I would just like you all That being said, I'd like you all to consider this when looking for an organization to become a part of, and realize that you really can impact these animals' lives in any sort of way. And also, like I've said, our organization is based solely upon volunteers. We wouldn't be where we are today without volunteers. So just consider how we've already made Austin a no-kill shelter. The more volunteers that buy in and into this movement of stopping euthanasia, we can make every shelter no-kill. So I just like to leave that with you guys, and hopefully it'll inspire you guys to join and volunteer in any, not just Austin Pets Alive, but any no-kill shelter. So thank you all for coming today, and I would like to pose any questions or leave the floor for any questions.